My name is Kurt Zatloukal. I'm retired professor of pathology, and I'm leading together with Julia Kircher the work package 4 in the EMBRACE project. And the work package 4 is about how we can improve safety of first responders. And here a core element in protecting first responders is the protective suits they have to wear in a case of a biotoxin release. And here we are facing the challenge that on the one hand, very often you don't know what the agent is. So you have to protect the people as good as possible. But having the best possible protective suit creates by itself additional risks because it is very stressful, resulting in heat stress, psychological stress and others. So we have to find a good balance between protection and still allowing people to work and comfort. And for this we are employing new ways to monitor the stress, which then provides us data and facts how we can improve and how particularly we can compare different types of protection equipment. So that's a major task. In addition, we are searching for new biomarkers that allows to identify people who got exposed to biotoxin. Why is this important? Because when there is a biotoxin release, not everybody in the area gets exposed. If you cannot recognize the people exposed, you have to treat everybody as being potentially intoxicated. And you can immediately, easily imagine that you immediately run out of capacity. And also it's a huge stress for people if you don't know whether you got exposed or not. So we are trying to find biomarkers that allows before clinical symptoms are present to identify whether a person was exposed, and then you can take the protective and therapeutic measures as early as possible, and on the other hand you can relieve those people who are not exposed. The third element is, at the end, all the solutions developed need to be tested. How they really work in a real scenario. Of course, there will be no real biotoxin release, but it will be simulated in a so-called field trial where we simulate a biotouristic release of a biotoxin, so we can really test all the procedures, all the steps that are needed to control such a situation. And this brings in another dimension, namely many different actors have to collaborate. And you have to see how the various actors interact, how they communicate, how they coordinate, how they share resources. And this will be a very important learning exercise, which also then at the end will feed into response guidelines and procedures for real life, which I think will be one of the most important deliverables and impact we want to achieve in the project.